Hello, I'm Sarospa, and today I'll be your humble guide through off. So just as before, we are going to drop in on Zone 2 and poke around the Purified Zone a bit before moving on. Um, so we've already been here before, um, on a brief visit, but now we're going to explore it for real. There's not much in the Great Library, but there is definitely some areas of interest besides that. Um, the path to the residential area is blocked off, but find a way in later. For now, you can also see that this area is also blocked off. But for now, we're gonna head to the park. And again, as before, we're running into secretaries. Although these ones are a fair bit stronger. And you can see they've kind of got a different look to them. They're pretty damn strong too. Each type of secretary is stronger than the last, as you'd expect, and they're no joke. So you gotta be careful, especially when you run into three at once. The single ones aren't so bad; they're pretty easy to deal with. But no doubt we'll be running into bunches more throughout, and that's actually kind of good because it'll get us a ton of experience. Secretaries, if nothing else, they're worth a lot of XP. There's no more park, but there is a treasure chest at least. Boy. These guys are pretty nasty. Just gonna have to beat them down quickly. And they can poison you, of course. So that's nice. Gotta take at least one of these guys. There goes one. On. There's two. You can really burn through CP killing these things too. Die, damn it. Come on. You don't belong in this world, demon. Something like that. Lot of experience points. Seriously. And someone's point. One thing that you can kind of tell is that, your characters aren't really built for long-term treks. Healing anything more than small wounds burns through your CP pretty quickly, and anytime you come up against some stiff competition, you're gonna have some issues dealing with it without running out pretty fast. Um, so it's kind of tuned for the small dungeons you tend to run into. And since the secretaries are so badass, I'm just gonna play it safe and drop by here whenever I get the opportunity. But there'll be other healing points. So we can actually sneak through into the shopping center because we can go through here. Just like that. Save. Now, if you're making maps like I am, then the mazes that show up in the shopping center aren't so bad. But if you're not making maps, I can only imagine that what's coming up, it's probably going to be pretty horribly unpleasant. But you'll see what I mean in a moment. These things can really take a hit. Yep. I hope that you've got a good memory or a lot of luck on your side, because there are no landmarks whatsoever in this entire place, pretty much. Let's see, no, there's what's treasure. There are a few treasures in here, but a lot of them are opened already. So I figure that they're probably mostly ones, from the original map, I guess. I don't know. This is a completely different layout from before. But since I have written down a map, I can just not even bother with it. Screw you, Maze, I'm just gonna leave right away. So, of course, then I'll also be slowed down by, demonic secretaries, I guess. Of course, the downside to, running through the maze so quickly, compared to my test run where I actually wander around in it a bit, is that I get to kill way less of these things, which is somewhat unfortunate because that means I'm gonna be at quite a bit lower level, but you know, I've managed to deal so far. Luckily, there's another save point right here. And, should have written that down. Oh well. So there are 2 bunkers that we were able to reach before, and we weren't able to get to the 3rd. That's interesting. 1709. But remember that for me, because I forgot to write it down. There's nothing else in the other 2 bunkers, you know, the other one since we came out of the top one. I checked. You'd think there'd be kind of something interesting hidden there, because the only way you'd be able to get in is by remembering the code from before or going back and watching a previous video of it you recorded, if you had that kind of thing on hand. Hey, a survivor. I think I'm gonna give this to Alpha. In any case, we got what we came for, so next time we'll be entering the room. I hope to see you there.